Now, what does the call of source sound like to you? Harps and angels, surely. Depends on where you are along the emotional scale. If you're over here in despair and your source is calling you toward all of the things that you've been asking for, the call of source could very well sound like revenge to you, or rage, or anger. Do you get that? Do you know that on this emotional scale, that as bad as you can feel is powerless, you call it depression or fear? But then, if you get hold of a thought that makes you feel rage or revenge, don't you acknowledge that you feel better? You've got to acknowledge that you feel better. That's why everybody in the world, we're talking about the little ones to the big ones, you get a pillow pressed to your face and you flail about. And if somehow you have become convinced that you have not the power that every other part of you, the non-physical part of you, knows that you have, if anybody has convinced you even in the slightest that you are powerless, the next logical thing for you is to flail about in that which you would call revenge or anger. Now, if we're calling you forward, and we always are, we are wanting to call you through the revenge part before you act on it, because it only gets you in trouble. Your friends really preferred you when you were depressed. You were a lot less trouble to them. But think about it. If you are feeling powerless, and then you find that breath of fresh air that a feeling of revenge or rage gives you, and then someone who you believe in, someone important to you, says, no, it's inappropriate for you to feel revenge or rage, you go right back to your depression. So what happens is depressed, angry, depressed, angry, depressed, angry. Because you're not letting go of the oars, you're not letting the stream continue to call you. But it is our promise to you, your natural state of being is one of joy. And your natural state of being is over there where the expanded you has become. You weren't sent here to make up for something not done before. You are the leading edge of that which man calls God. You are the leading edge of that which we call source. You are the leading edge creator here in this physical form, and it's time for you to allow this environment to do for you what you intended for it to do, which is to stir you up and cause you to come to clarity about what you want, and then to turn your undivided attention toward what you want and allow this powerful stream that has at its basis the law of attraction to carry you toward the culmination of what you've been asking for. You can't get it wrong, and you never get it done. The only thing that you have access to or an option about is which way you point in this stream. And you know why we say that so emphatically? You cannot stop giving birth to desires, because the entire universe is established and you are a thinking comparative mechanism. You cannot possibly live in any moment of your time without knowing automatically what you prefer from where you are. And every time a preference is born, the source energy part of you, hear this, the source energy part of you says, you should know, leading edge genius creator that you are. You're out there on the leading edge. You are source energy in a physical body. You are exploring the nitty-gritty of your life. There is no one who knows better for you than you. There is no one who knows better. So you emanate the rocket of desire, and source doesn't just back you up. Source doesn't just point in that direction. Source rides the rocket and stands there as the vibrational culmination of all that you have become, and shines the light so bright and radiates the signal so bright that if you get crossways of the signal, you feel the discord. And when you get in alignment with the signal, you feel euphoric. And when you point in the direction of the signal, you feel better. And when you point in the opposite direction of the signal, you feel worse. Isn't that an extraordinary guidance system? So let's recap. You said, I'll go forth from my non-physical position into a physical body, and I'll do just what I knew I would do in this best of all leading edge time-space realities. I will come to my own powerful conclusions, and the source energy part of me will become them and radiate it so vibrationally that I will never ever, not for one moment, be able to miss the signal. How good is that? So what's up? Why are you missing the signal? We'll tell you why. Because a long time ago, you stopped caring about how you felt. You stopped looking for the relief of your own thoughts, and you started placing your interest in what other people thought about what you were doing. It became more important to you that you please that one and that one and that one and that one, as if that peanut gallery could even begin to understand the vibrational relationship between you and you. They don't know. They don't know. All they know is what they want, or what they want from you. Now, there are a lot of them. here's how they fit in. You see, most of them have long forgotten that they are the creator of their own experience. And they're not aware of their own guidance system. And they are not aware that they have an option of turning toward relief or away from it, of turning toward joy or away from it. And so they have become accustomed to just looking around at what's surrounding them. And if they see something that makes them feel good, well, they feel good. And if they see something that makes them feel bad, well, they feel bad. And then they say, I don't like feeling bad. So we need to control the conditions so that we can just look at good feeling conditions. And we say, how's that working out? Can't even control your children, especially them. So when you come to understand that your life, your well-being, your feeling good, your creation is not about controlling the conditions so that when you observe them you can feel better. It's about learning to control your position in the stream so that you can feel better. And that you have total control of. When life causes you to want something that you don't have, so let's say you're banging around and it has come to your attention that you don't have enough money. Not enough for what you need and not nearly enough for what you want. And you've been living in an environment that has pointed that out to you again and again and again and again and again. And every time you launched a rocket, a rocket, a rocket, a rocket, a rocket. So we want you to understand that there is a vibrational escrow. We like that word. There is a vibrational escrow that has been amassing, that has so much money in it. You know how it got there? You knew what you didn't want, you knew what you did want, you knew what you didn't want, you knew what you did want. So over there, in vibrational form, in completed vibrational form, is a veritable fortune with your name on it. But you're complaining about not having enough money, so you're upstream. You're headed back to Phoenix. You're frustrated that you don't have enough money. You're not as upstream as if you're angry about not having enough money. But for the most part, you're beating the drum of, I don't have enough, I've never had enough, hardly anybody I know has enough, my mother never had enough, my father never had enough. I'm tired of not having enough, it's not fair that I don't have enough. I hardly know anybody that has enough, it's not fair. Few rich buggers running around, but most of us don't have enough. The government's taking far more than they should. It's not fair, they don't pay me enough, they don't pay me nearly what I'm worth. It isn't fair, I don't have enough, 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 I don't have enough. Meanwhile, the source energy part of you is over here with all of it, saying, there is enough and it's over here, it's over here, it's over here where the good feeling thoughts are. And you say, give me some money and I'll have some good feeling thoughts. And we say, there's that conditional love you're living again. There it is. Change the condition and then I'll just have a response to the condition. But then you say, I'm powerless to do anything about my point of attraction because I'm just an observer and I'm observing something that makes me feel bad. And we say, well, stop it. And you say, it's reality. I should face reality. My mother taught me to always tell the truth, and the truth of it is, I have no money. 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 And we say, you got to understand that the universe is not responding to the reality. The universe doesn't say he doesn't have any money and so give him more of not that, give him more not enough money. The universe is responding to your vibration, not to your current state of being. And you have the ability to offer a vibration. Hear this, it's the most important thing you will ever hear from me. You have the ability to offer a vibration that is different from what is. And that's why you are a creator. If you look at what is and you talk about what is and you join groups about what is and you write articles about what is, you offer a vibration of what is, and you know it's really a very short period of time when exactly what is everything you think you want. What is always a scanty version of what you want. It's the way it was all set up. It's the platform from which you launch creation. And you know what else? You did not come forth to dig through this contrast and give birth to a handful of desires and then create them and then say, oh, look what I've created. Isn't this a beautiful thing? That represents my life. People say, what are you about? You say, that. Isn't it nice? What else? Nothing else, just that. I was born to do that.